order at 9:09. A quick roll call. Adrian Kissy,
Present.
Constance Graves,
Present.
Dominique Mazza is on an excused vacation. Donna Bullock, Kashana Owens Cody,
Present.
Larry Malden. Also with us is Nasim Ramdani,
Present.
Sam Mather,
Here.
Pretty Mather,
Here.
Jeffrey Weiss,
I'm here.
and is Marissa joining us today?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
I'm here
Did
too,
I
Marie.
miss anybody?
Good morning.
Oh,
Yeah, me.
oh,
Donna's here.
Justine and Donna. Justine's sharing that she's here, and then Donna is here too.
okay. Donna Bullock, and
Yes.
Justine McCarthy.
Present.
So we don't have minutes to approve today.
Yes, we do. I sent them out last night.
I didn't get a chance to look at
Okay.
them.
Okay.
So why don't we table them until our next meeting? Is everyone in agreement with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I guess we should do a motion. So can I get a motion to table the minutes for last week to next week?
And I move that we table the May 14th minutes until our next meeting.
Second.
It has been moved and properly second that we table approval of the May 14th minutes until our next meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, legal update. Jeff, do you have anything?
Well, I'll just mention on the legal front that early this morning around 12:30, the state Senate and congressional maps were released by the state court for Albany. I believe that the Capital District area was reunited in that Saratoga and Albany are back together again. And there were a ton of letters and community support sent to the court about that. I haven't had a chance to look at the Senate map yet to see if Tedesco and someone else were still paired together. But I'm also just very pleased to let you all know that Marissa, who was on the call with us today and is at New York Law School, also assisted the court with legal research. And I'm just very proud of her. Just wanted to share that with you.
Thank you.
Great job, Marissa.
Thank you. Yeah, right.
And despite what people are saying pro or con about the plan, I'm just thrilled that that the special master's report acknowledged her participation and assistance.
Well done.
That's awesome.
Right.
So next we
Outside
have,
of that, there's really nothing new on the legal front to really report. Nothing has changed, but our continuing discussion on Albany, New York.
okay, next up, Freddie, Sam.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
The updates that I have is that we are working on a Plan C, where we are looking at making this district stronger. And we will
Pretty.
share that.
Can I just stop you for a minute?
Sure.
You're calling it a Plan C, but I think it would be a Plan B revised.
Sure, we are working on a Plan B revised and a Plan C. In Plan B revised, we are trying to make the districts, the 7 district plans stronger. And then Plan C is what we are working with 6 districts.
Okay.
And that is all. And we will be sharing it with you early next week and discussing it in the Wednesday meeting.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question on that.
Sure.
This might be part of the larger conversation we're going to have. So if I'm jumping the gun, please, forgive me. But based on the last hearing and the comments that Laura Stoll provided, there's, I guess, concern that a 7-district plan might dilute minority voting strength and the ability to elect minority preferred candidates as opposed to the 6th.
Can I just stop you, Jeff? Because you
Sure.
wasn't at the mapping meeting that we had last week.
Okay.
In the mapping meeting that we had, we all expressed concerns about that 7-district map.
Okay.
No different than the concerns that Lars expressed. And that's why there was agreement to move to a 6th district map, or to try to strengthen a 7-district map.
Okay.
So I think we've already covered that.
Okay, good. Then I'll just close by saying that I think Larry Volk might have, at one of our recent meetings, it was asked if Dr. Handley could participate in Monday's meeting of the commission, and she will be there. And I assume, Marie, that some of you will be on that meeting as well.
Yes.
Okay.
What exactly is she going to present?
Well, I think Larry Volk wanted her to basically present her general findings to the entire commission. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, I don't see an issue with it. Does
Okay.
anybody see an issue with it?
No,
Yeah, and then I'll just add also that at some point, once this subcommittee agrees on the plan it wants to move forward with, we need to schedule the meeting or Zoom call with Dr. Handley, with Priti and Sam and members of the subcommittee, so she can lay out exactly what additional work she can do to run reconstituted election results in the proposed districts and determine if those districts will in fact be able to elect the minority voters preferred candidates. In other words, if they are effective minority districts. She will also let the mappers know what additional election results she might need so she can complete that work.
Okay, so based on what you said previously, she's going to do that when we have what we consider to be our final map.
I think that's best because it would be more efficient that way.
Okay.
Thank you.
So next up, I don't have the agenda in front of me. Next up, I think we have public meetings, hearings, community engagement. And I know we've done a number of different community engagement forums over the last week. And we also had a public hearing. I think the public hearing went well. We did get some testimony, which was good. Unfortunately, there was one person who wanted to speak who wasn't able to stay on. I did reach out to her and let her know that she could submit written testimony if she desired. As of last night, nothing had been received. Kashana, Donna, do y'all want to talk about the community engagement forums?
Sure. Or do you want to start? Or
No, you go ahead.
okay. So well, Marie's at our last one this week. Right now, we're going to be at the end of LACP's Health and Wellness Fair. Adrian and I were at Arbor Hill Community Center. At the same time, Larry and Donna were at Arbor Hill Library. Still low attendance, but I will say Adrian and I had a really good conversation with a couple of people, just educating them on the redistricting process. But then at the same time, they were weighing in on the communities. We talked a lot about Manans, and some people were still in favor of having Manans in the map. But we also talked about the community that I think it was District 7 that we had that has multiple different minorities all in one group. And we had someone that works in the community express concerns over that district in terms of being able to have a minority Black candidate win office in that district. They expressed that there's a lot, like, I think really echoing what we've been talking about as well, is that there's a lot of refugees in that area, and that they aren't registered to vote. And they just kind of gave their perspective on what it's like for them, even just getting connected to community services. So just recognizing that if they're finding challenges with connecting to community services, that might be a reflection of how they may not be registered to vote as well. So that was a big conversation that we had in that space. And then we did talk about some of the Mansion District, and we talked about where the government offices are and the diversity there. So I did reflect that there's a plan B, there's a map B that we're revisiting, and some of the things that were expressed were in this next map. So to kind of stay tuned, but it was really good conversation. I don't know, Adrian, if there was anything I missed in that one, but we talked to her for good 45 minutes on all those different, she really stood at the map, really, I mean, actually wants to walk away. I mean, I gave her the link and everything to the maps, just because she's a community service person too. So she wanted to see what else she can do with those maps, but she really gave us, it was a good conversation that we had with her. Trying to think, I think I'll pass it to Donna. I don't know, how did your event go? And
before you pass it, I just have a question.
Sure.
You said that she discussed Manans. Can you just elaborate on what the discussion was?
I think it was just more or less that there is a right where we initially had that line, and we had that pocket of communities. Everybody's still reflecting that is still a high minority population. I think the big thing is we need to get to North Albany and have our community event there, because some people from North Albany may say we need that piece into our community as well, because those residents actually come into North Albany and might be getting resources and services in that space as well. So I think it's time for us to go. We have to really prioritize getting out to that community and asking questions, because it has come up. I feel like every time we have Plan A map and the revised next to each other, sometimes the conversation is, oh, that's good that you cut that. But then some people that live really close by say, wait a minute, like there is a high minority population, and how come that was cut? So, but I would say that's my big takeaway is we need to get to North Albany.
Okay. Adrian, do you have anything to add?
You're muted, Adrian.
Sorry. Also, another gentleman was there, and he talked about, because he lives over in that area, Van Rensselaer Boulevard, and but it's considered North Albany. But further up is he's saying that, you know, there are minorities in that area. Beyond the map, beyond the line that they have drawn. And so I've been trying to connect with the North Albany Association, and they haven't gotten back to me. I keep calling and I'm not getting an answer, so I may have to.
So who are you calling, April? Who are you calling?
I'm talking to Jackie. Her name is Jackie. She is Wanda Willingham's daughter. I spoke with her on Monday, and she said I gave her some dates. Yes, and she said that she would get back to me, but I haven't heard anything from her, and I've been calling. I haven't received a response. So after the call, I'm gonna go there to the Post, to the Albany Post, North Albany Post, and see. I believe that she may be there and speak with her.
Okay, thank you. Donna is not feeling well. So I think I can speak on her behalf, and
I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Add anything, put it in the chat, but we've a number of forums at different locations: Delaware Avenue Library, Howell Library, Macedonia, and Green Tech. Over the last couple of weeks, we have not attended, but we're still gonna, keep doing what we're
I didn't hear any of that. What was that?
And look for opportunities there's large gatherings. We're also going to try to reconnect. Hear me? No one can hear me?
Marie, you're breaking up.
It's breaking up.
Hello?
Okay.
I don't know how come.
That's
Am I still
better.
breaking? Am I still breaking up?
No, you're clear now.
Mhm.
Okay, so I was just saying we've done a number of community engagement forums over the last couple of weeks. I said we were at Delaware Library, we were at Howell Library, we were at Macedonia, we were at Green Tech. We were at the Arbor Hill Community Center, which Kashana just talked about, and attendance has been from no to the few people that came out for the Arbor Hill Community Center. That we need to keep doing what we're doing, and in addition, we need to continue to look for those open forums where there's large gathering of community, because we seem to have more success in those forums, and also try to reconnect with community organizations and churches to try to get an audience with population in those spaces. So we'll continue to keep doing what we're doing. Is there anything else that we need to add for community engagement, public hearings?
No, other than the upcoming events. This week.
Kashana, can you
Yep, I'm pulling it up now.
can you the remaining events that we have scheduled?
Yep, pulling it up now. Let's see. So we have, this is our last week of events so far that we have on the calendar, and we have today's event, and then on the 26th is Thursday. There's 2 events plus the public hearing, or there's a meeting with the big commission, correct? On the 26th. So there's technically 3 events that we have. We have the NAACP virtual meeting between 4 and 6, but Marie, I know you were still waiting to get more information on that. And then we have the South End Night Market from 5 to 7 as well. So both of those are events where there's already traffic coming to those meetings or to those events. So it's not our own standalone event.
Okay.
So that's,
So the NAACP event, it's a virtual meeting that I'm going to be presenting at. It starts at 6 o'clock, and they said it runs to around 7:30. I don't have a schedule yet as to the time frame that I'll be speaking in. But if there's other people that I know, I think Donna is gonna, I believe Donna is gonna attend with me. But if anybody else was interested, let me know so I could let them know.
then Larry's the only one signed up right now for the South End Night Market.
Okay, so probably we need at least 2 more people to sign up for the South End Night Market. Are you gonna go to that, Kashana?
I think I'm gonna go because I haven't had a chance to go yet. So I was planning on attending that one.
Okay. Okay, so, Donna, did we have any open action items in the last minutes?
Just a reminder that I sent out the proposed outline for the final report. And we've asked everyone to select a section or sections to draft. So if you haven't done that, please do that. And I'll send something out just showing what everyone has signed up for, or what, for those of us who've signed up, what we signed up for thus far, to see where we are.
And I will add to that anybody that has signed up for a section should start drafting it and plan on having a draft for review. I would say by Friday. I mean, it may not be fully complete, but I mean, you should start drafting it and have something for us to look at. I don't have,
And send what are the drafts to me.
yes, that would be good. I don't believe the only other thing I have, which was already mentioned, is there's the ACRC public hearing next Thursday. I am planning to be there, and anybody else who can attend should attend as well.
I will be at Zoom.
Okay. So, I mean, even if you attend by a Zoom, that's good, but, you know, I think if we can attend, we should attend. I don't discuss this morning. If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that this meeting be adjourned.
I second.
It has been moved and properly second that today's meeting be adjourned. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And if there is no discussion, the meeting is adjourned.
I do
everybody-
just want to say that I miss being out there during the engagements, but beg my pardon, I'm just a little off limits right now. So sooner or later I'll be back in limits. So, but I'm doing okay.
Good.
That's good.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, we miss you, Connie, and we're glad that you joined them in. And Donna, we
Yeah.
hope you feel better.
Thank you. I'm going back to bed.
And
Me too.
everybody enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Okay.
I'll see